The Guadalcanal Campaign was one of the first major offensives by Allied forces against the Japanese Empire in the Pacific Theater, and it marked a turning point in World War II. It began in August 1942, just months after the pivotal Battle of Midway, and represented the start of the United States strategy of island hopping, seizing strategic islands and using them as stepping stones to move closer to Japan. Guadalcanal itself is one of the Solomon Islands in the South Pacific. The Japanese had begun constructing an airfield there, which posed a serious threat to Allied supply and communication lines between the United States, Australia, and New Zealand. American planners quickly realized the strategic importance of the island and launched a surprise amphibious assault to capture it. On August 7, 1942, U.S. Marines landed on the island, catching the Japanese off guard. Initially, the invasion went relatively smoothly, with the Marines quickly seizing the unfinished airfield, later named Henderson Field. But what followed was 6 months of brutal combat, both on land and at sea. The Japanese launched repeated attempts to retake the island, leading to a series of deadly naval battles, including the Battle of Savo Island, the Battle of Cape Esperance, and the naval battle of Guadalcanal. Both sides suffered heavy losses, especially in night engagements, where the Japanese Navy initially had the upper hand. On land, the Americans faced fierce resistance, difficult jungle terrain, and supply shortages. The Japanese launched repeated assaults on the marine perimeter around Henderson Field, often fighting to the death. Disease, especially malaria and dysentery, plagued both sides and became as much an enemy as the opposing soldiers. As the campaign dragged on into late 1942 and early 1943, the tide began to turn. The United States managed to reinforce its troops and secure naval dominance in the surrounding waters. By February 1943, the Japanese made the difficult decision to evacuate their remaining forces from the island, marking the first major strategic defeat for Japan in the Pacific War. The victory at Guadalcanal had enormous significance. It shattered the myth of Japanese invincibility, gave the Allies a crucial foothold in the Pacific, and boosted morale at a critical time. It also signaled a shift in momentum, from defensive battles to a long, grinding Allied advance across the Pacific toward Japan. The lessons learned at Guadalcanal, in logistics, jungle warfare, and amphibious operations, would shape the rest of the Pacific campaign.